Well, hello Greenworks people. This is your video update. Ignore the trash can that is overflowing. This was our pantry. You can see the floor is different. To orient you, this is the back of the house. There's the kitchen and the back door. Our ask of you was whether we could remove this wall, which we already actually removed because I realized it's not attached to anything. Whether we could remove this wall, which has a lot of shiplap on it, and whether we could put an opening here in the middle and close off these two doors, the door here and the door here. Walking into the office, now you can see the goal is to match it into a doorway that looks like that. We also spent the weekend tearing out the ceiling, minus some shiplap boards. It's more open in this spot. And so I will get you some information that you requested. Question number one, how big are the joists? The joists appear to be 11.5 inches, so it looks like they are 2 by 12. And that is pretty consistent throughout. All of them have the same thickness, so to speak. They all look like 2 by 12s all throughout the house. Now this header that was coming down right there wasn't even connected. So this was the old exterior of the house, the old outside wall. And you can see the joists are actually going a different direction. And it looks like these are nine and a half inches, so it looks like these are 2 by 10s. And again, this is the addition of the house. The only thing that is over the addition is a small closet upstairs, and the rest of it is roof. We are now upstairs to show you the closet. This is where that same wall is, with the addition being that way. The only thing is this closet, where you can see the external stucco from back in the day. Here is a bedroom. There you can see the closet sticking out, and the rest is all roof. And a mighty dirty roof, by the way. We thought that this part that had dropped down here was a beam, but it is not at all. We also thought that maybe there would be a beam here, but if you look up there, also there is not a beam at all there. And then, in our further search for beams, decided to poke our head up into the ceiling. This will be fun. Here we go. And besides an old toilet paper thing, there does not seem to be any beams the entire length of the house. That way, and certainly not that way. So it appears that this house is held up by 2 by 12s going from one end, or one side of the house, I should say, to the other. All right, I'm going to save you the measuring here and just let you know the numbers. The distance between that first and second joint is 19.5 inches. The distance between these two is 24.5 inches. The distance between these two joints is 24 inches. The distance between these two joists, I keep saying joints, joists is 25 inches, and the distance between those two joists is 24 inches. I can't see any farther. I mean, there's some boards in there. I just don't know if they're the joist. It doesn't look like it. Looks like a newer piece of wood in there, so I don't know what that one is. And lastly now, we wanted to see what was in this wall. So we just popped out the bottom. Not a lot going on here. It looks like we've got one 2x4 and then just some studs here going around here. So quickly on distances, that's 16 inches. That is 16 inches. And the distance between that one and if you tuck it in there, is about 20 inches. The distance between these two studs, that one and that one, is 24 inches. And the distance between this stud and if you tuck it way in there is also 24 inches. So it looks like they are 24 inches on center, but this has a door right there, so it looks like this one's only 20 inches.